Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of the Conversation Capital. If you guys don't know, we have the voice of reason as always. Today it's a bit different. Bonga Botha is currently on vacation. Girl, we hope you're enjoying your vacay there, wherever you are. But today we've got a familiar voice, a friend of the show, a friend of the Conversation Capital. It is File Ngongwane, also known as Fimsy Wimsy. Hey girl, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, my love?
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you for having me. I love it here.
Always a pleasure to have you. As you guys can see, all my laugh lines are out because before the show started, I was laughing so hard, and that's always the case when you're around films. We're going to be going through questions and comments. And then right after that, we're just going to jump into whether to show your person off social media or not. Cardi B says, if there ain't a ring up on my finger, you ain't going on my gram. You know which song I'm singing? No. Sorry, my rap is so bad. You know which song I'm singing? Thank you. Somebody knows. And I know it. I think it's up. If it's up, then it's up. Then it's up. Then she go, ne? Yeah. I love Cardi B. It's up.
You listen to Cardi B for relationship advice.
Everybody's got a role model. That's fine. Yeah. And so we're going to be getting into that question. In fact, we're going to pose it even to you guys. Do you post bae girlfriend on social media before, after, during marriage? Or no, it's not a thing. Posting your bae or your girlfriend or boyfriend is not a thing. And just, we're going to be discussing that. But first, let's get into the comments.
We have Kia M from the Hurt of Losing Friends. I got so much trauma from friendships. Since 2019, I've never made friends. I am a lone ranger and I'm happy with that. Watching this made me realize that I have healed. Back then, friendship talks would drain me so much. Albatungia.
I read that comment and I thought, actually, shouldn't this show you that you haven't healed?
I was about to say, because then you were a lone ranger.
I think that can't be the point. Can't be that you can't have friends. I think the point is to show that friendships are difficult.
Yeah.
In fact, conversations do really have points more like shedding light on certain situations. And I think I was hoping you would have said something like what you're realizing is that you're not alone in the hurt. And you're willing to try again.
Try again. There are great people out there.
Yeah, I also think that. And maybe it's a moment of introspection. Why don't I have friends? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I can change something. I'm not necessarily saying that's the case with you. Please, Kia. Don't go to therapy over this, yeah. But yeah, it could be.
But go to therapy to heal your trauma so that you can still
make new friends. Connections are important. Community is important. Yeah.
The same episode we have Mahabo. I finally had to learn to let go. It's funny how some people don't regard closeness as important as others, and that's what really hurts. Letting go is so hard, but it has to be done.
No. We would like to keep all the friends, but the truth is we grow in different directions, and sometimes the humans other people grow into is not what you want to be associated with.
And it's not always bad or a terrible breakup. Sometimes you grow apart as well.
Yes. And there's seasons. Some people do come back. Season 3. Maybe it's just the end.
Let me finish you off.
Maybe it's not the end of the maybe it's not the end of the series, but the end of the season. But yeah, Babang Vele, they came
to finish you.
You saw that
again. To feel this again. We have Tapang. The same episode, The Hurt of Losing Friends. I was ghosted by a close friend who I actually considered as a sister 8 years ago. It actually affected my ability to form close friendships since then. I am only dealing with it now in therapy as I have deep-rooted fear of that same abandonment. But I am opening up and I have a new close friend who is helping me heal through it. Lol. Well, her and my therapist. So yeah, this thing can be damaging, to be honest. Lovely conversation as always, ladies.
Thank you for the compliment. And the fact that we have to talk about these things in therapy, it just goes to show it's true. And this is what a lot of the comments are saying. There were quite a few comments on this episode, and it goes back to the hurt of losing friends isn't taken as seriously. It's like, to get another one. But it can be very damaging. Imagine your parents don't abandon you, but you've got abandonment issues from a friend.
Yo, that's hectic.
It is so hectic,
and that's the impact that people have in our lives. That's wild.
Where you've, escaped certain hurts, and then where you think it's safest, a friendship. you could find yourself walking right into it. Yeah. Anyway.
Hectic. The Tobile Dubazani, the older I get, the harder it is for me to make friends. I have a group of guy friends for 20 plus years. That includes my twin brother. That's all I really have.
I'd love to have an episode on platonic male-female friendships. Hey,
I have great friendships.
Yeah, as soon as I read that, because I also have some amazing friendships with guys. So I didn't feel like she was missing out on much, although there is a gap that female friendships fill. But I even with relationship advice, sometimes I go to my guy friends
because they're logical. You're not gonna
and often like with Give makes me feel for boys more. When I contact my girl and I'm like, oh, he didn't text on time.
If you tell me,
if I tell you, you're just like, exactly. But Gib will be like, have you considered that maybe he's having a bad day? Have you considered? So
how are you having a bad day when you're talking to me? How is that even possible? I should make your entire life, your entire existence. Sure.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay. We can go with that too. Yeah. So I'd love to. That's all I thought of the comment to say. I'd love to have an episode on platonic friendships.
Yeah, they're
still
beautiful.
Figuring out. I was thinking of getting one of my closest platonic friends on, but then I don't know.
Von.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'd love to hear from Von.
Yeah.
We have Poppy Sinosi. This answered so many internal questions. I loved this.
I'm so happy to hear that. We had a lot of beautiful comments, and like I said, once again, just sometimes the conversation just reminds you that you're not in it by yourself, and there are other people, and we are all actually walking the same journey, struggling with the same things. Yeah.
The topic, would you choose to be a single parent? We have Sinegugu. The problem with having children for yourself and by yourself is not putting into consideration how much children need two-parent households. There's so much beauty in being brought up by both parents who were active in my life. I think the danger of society is thinking children will grow up anyways and have love. That is not always the case. Not to say children who are brought up by both parents are superior or anything. It's a tough one, but honestly, children deserve both parents where possible. Nuclear families are important.
I know you've got a huge opinion on this.
I do. That is such a traditional way of thinking. Where the world is moving towards like another direction. I think that.
But what about the studies that actually show that it's better for a child to grow up in two?
Baton. I get that, but sometimes.
Bonga can do without a camera, but not the facial expressions need a camera.
I feel like sometimes you don't plan and it happens. And no.
I don't know.
We're headed towards a different way of life.
I don't want to take away from the kids.
And I say this, and I grew up in a household with both parents.
Yeah. I don't want to take away from the kids that grew up in single parent households. Trevor Noah is one of them. And he came out fantastic, in my opinion.
Exactly. So I think you need community. You need a village. It takes a village, right?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think you need both parents. You need a community. You need support. Yes.
I'm a scientist. I always go with.
Yeah.
I always go with.
I remember in high school, there was I don't know if you remember this, but there was a point where during the year they'll have children in class raise their hands. If you maybe it was part of the stats or whatever. Raise your hand if you live with your dad. Raise your hand if you live with your mom. And it would just get so awkward, because there were other children there's that were orphans. So yeah, we need to move away from that. Like, stop putting pressure on people. Like, yeah, it's a lot. The conversation, how do we prepare men for empowered women? We have Shanato Giyani. When I look around, it seems like the competition amongst men themselves harms men mentally more than anything. It seems like men marry women to get status amongst other men, buy nice cars to be praised by other men, date multiple women to get praise from other men. Men don't have an issue with women earning more than them. Men have an issue with other men knowing that it's the woman that makes more money in a relationship. Men don't want to be embarrassed by a woman in front of other men. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, as soon as that comment came through, I reached out to a few friends of mine on WhatsApp and other social media platforms because I felt like I didn't have a position to answer it as a woman. I feel like he's a man reaching out to other men.
Yeah.
And so a guy responded, and I felt like, okay, I can share this. He says, interesting take. I see where he's coming from, but I think it also points to men not being settled within themselves in the first place, whether it be to please women or to impress men. The effect on our choices can be very real. So, yeah, I thought this was a lovely response to that, because the guy is saying, I don't necessarily think it's about impressing other women. I think men are trying to impress other men. And so he's saying either way, whether you're trying to impress women or you're trying to impress men,
You're still not okay.
you're still not okay. You know, if your life really is to sit and please and dwell
Be a
in people's
pleaser.
affirmation of yourself, yeah.
The hurt of losing friends. Luyanda. Can we also talk about friends assuming you have money?
Yay.
Seeing the places your partner takes you.
That's interesting. So your partner has money.
Yes. So Luena, you have money.
Wow. Girl, your partner's money.
Yeah, so you have money. You have money.
No, I
but
don't
that doesn't make it
understand.
your friend's money. It's you and your blues money.
Yeah, let's just say, this is my thing. Let's just say you do have money.
Mm-hmm.
It's still nobody's
Yeah.
place to now take ownership over your money. My money is for me. Let's just say it's not your partner's money. Let's say, Luanda, you do have money. You need to be so secure in your friendship and in your position that I could be Oprah. If I said I'm not paying for coffee, I ain't paying for
I
coffee.
don't want to. It's your money. No one should feel entitled to your things or your money. You work hard for your money. And if you do share your money with your friends, it should be like a gesture, like it should be.
Yes, not that people feel entitled.
Or else, I blew it.
This is true. No, really, this is true. There was an episode on I Blew It where the guy a girl made her best friend stay at home and be a stay-at-home best friend.
I would love if my best friend did that for me.
Yeah, Poppy needs to make the things
She needs to
happen.
work
Poppy
harder.
needs to do something. Stay-at-home best friend. Amara Lindankarat. Lindankarat. Stay at home.
I'm gonna give you an allowance to be my best friend.
Yeah. How?
It's not an easy job. We need money so we can vacation.
Yeah.
The next comment, Zimi, hey, friendship breakups hit different.
So skipping rather to the conversation, we're chatting about whether to post Beibu on social media before, after, during marriage. Is marriage a marker for you to now start posting the guy? When is the right time to post the bae?
What if you don't get married?
Yeah, and somehow it can always put weight on. Now there's pressure, like it's the end goal,
Yeah.
instead of really just enjoying the relationship in itself.
I personally, all the boyfriends I've ever had, I will post all of them and I will continue to do so because it makes me happy. And personally, I love out loud. So I'm happy in the moment. Are we not going to drive cars now because we're going to get into car? There might be a possibility that we get into car accidents. How are we alive if we don't feel and we are not in the moment? Bophelo bo re bo kadime. Joe. No way.
It is a difficult one for me. I know that I also love very loudly. I look at how I post my friends and family every other day. I have never posted a male boyfriend, or I don't know why I'm saying male, like I've had a romantic relationship. I think that's what I wanted to say. I've never posted any romantic relationship simply because I think I've never felt safe enough to do that. I think I've always known what it is, isn't it?
What's one? I thought it was it so many times, and it was never it. So
you posted them knowing Hori.
no, some of them I would know Hori. Well, I'm probably going to be with this guy for a couple of months, but I was so happy at the time.
That we're still.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for me.
It's very difficult because I hear you. Maybe 24-hour posts, like stories.
No, so
on
it's
my
not
page.
on my page. No,
Yeah.
no, I've never done that. It's just a story. Yeah.
No. But I think I mean, yeah, the day I get married, that's the only boyfriend I've had, yeah.
I don't, but again,
On
like,
paper.
you want to get married. That's
Even,
not
yeah,
a thing for
my
me,
family
yeah.
knows I've never dated.
Wow. You're my first boyfriend.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it is a difficult one. I mean, and I do admire that braveness that you carry. And yeah, like I said, I don't take away that I could do it. I just know that I haven't felt safe enough to do it yet.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what it is. And that's what makes me think that the day I post, I probably kind of have a good idea that I'm going to be with this person for forever that I think at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've just never felt safe enough to post my partner in any shape or form. Like, no. I mean, I barely feel safe to introduce them to people and friends and stuff like that. So, yeah, I know that I would really struggle. But it's not some sinister thing like, oh, you ain't putting a ring on my finger. It's not that type of, it's definitely just like I don't know if you're sticking around.
But then marriage isn't a thing for me. Maybe that's why. Also, because I'm like...
No. Even if I wasn't sure that I was going to get married to that person, but just sure that the person's not going to like dribble me or make me a...
What if I'm dribbling it? You know what? I feel like sometimes we take life too seriously.
True.
We take things too... It's just social media. It's just social media.
Hey, friend, that's a tough one, eh? You saw what happened with
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, yeah, what? Speaker here for state. What happened? The old lady.
Ben 10.
Hey.
That is not just social media.
But I think she opened a case, eh?
Yes, the Poppy Act. Are we allowed to? That's illegal, isn't it?
Oh. I
That's
saw that
wild.
at work. And the lady's like, should I send it to you? I'm like, no. I don't want that on my phone. That's like violation of the highest order. So things like that make me think it's not just social media. Hey?
Don't send nudes.
And imagine what you could 300K.
And then he still posted the...
No, she didn't give it.
Oh.
So I guess it's an honorable nude that was leaked. I don't laugh because I'm serious.
We're 300 stacks. No. That's what do they call that? Revenge porn. That is absolutely disgusting.
No, it was disgusting, and they should
absolutely disgusting.
It should be a very severe punishment.
Definitely,
I do think it's a violation.
It is, and he deserves time. Like you don't do that.
No, it is.
You do not, under any circumstances, do that.
But yeah, that thing just reminded me. It just goes back to when it happened to the guy who was Home Affairs Minister as well.
Yeah.
And it goes back to there's so many that we can think of. The prison warder who eventually killed herself. Remember?
That's the consequence. Yeah.
Yeah, being intimate with someone is the highest form of trust. Like they could destroy your life, even if not to post it online, to give you an illness of any. It could destroy your life. Being intimate with someone is like. Oh, you're playing Russian roulette because you just never know. Oh, yeah, that thing freaked me out. It freaked me out 10 times over.
But yeah, scary.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to whether I post somebody online or not, I don't think I'm necessarily averse to it. I just know that I haven't felt like safe enough. I don't even want to say someone was deserving. No, I don't think it's something that somebody's deserving of, but just safe enough that okay, this person's got my back. I can show them off and. No, I haven't felt that.
For me, I don't even think I think that they have my back or I can show them off. I'm just expressing my happiness at the time and then when I'm not happy, I'm not happy anymore.
Now, do you mind when people say, where's that guy?
Yeah, sure, Asaleyo. We move. Like, to meet Michael. Konana Raymond. Let's move. Bophelo ke dosaka. Ratsamai.
No, but I respect.
So, but I also don't have a problem with people asking me as well.
Yes. I think that is another element that you can't have a problem with people asking you.
Yeah. If I'm going to post.
Yeah, you can't let people into your happiness and then get upset when they want in on your sadness as well. You know, it goes back to all the celebrities that want to let us in when all things are hunky-dory. When they're going bad, we also want to know.
Official
But whether
statement.
that's correct, I don't know whether we have entitlement. Maybe that's also incorrect. We're not entitled to know, but we're
But
curious.
people are curious because you put it out there.
You put it out there.
I mean, I wouldn't go into detail with a
Yeah.
stranger why me and whoever are not together anymore, but I'd be like, no, we're not together anymore. This is where I am right now.
And move with me.
Yes.
Otherwise, kashamadisita.
Then leave me alone.
And to be honest, I mean, it's a crazy thing. I hate it when people ask me personal questions.
Really?
Oh no.
I was telling you last weekend, this girl I don't know was asking me if I'd ever move in with a guy again.
Yes, after the episode.
I'm just like,
no, it absolutely.
sure.
I feel, I even get offended when somebody says, "Are you losing weight?"
Yeah.
It bothers my peace. It's like, what? That's rather invasive, which is odd because I ask quite a few intimate questions, personal questions, but I absolutely hate it. For some reason, I don't know. I hate it.
I don't have a problem with it as long as it comes from, like, she was sweet, she was kind, she was just asking shame. But
Was that no, even if Mutu says wajola? That's one question.
really,
Or anything, man. You know, the other day I
Personal.
had pink eyeshadow on, and one of the comments were, "You're always so beautiful. Why did you have to put that red stuff on your?"
I saw that. Stop it, hater. Why you were such a troll? Leave women
It
alone.
really annoyed me. I was just like, I'm not
That's
looking beautiful for
annoying.
you. I wanted to type that out. Then I was like, actually, let me let this go. But it just goes to show how sensitive I am sometimes with like just people asking or being overly personal. You know, like nah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of a, because I can see.
And
how,
now you have pink hair.
yeah, and I can see how people are like, but how? Because you ask us questions. So it's a bit of a double standard. I see it. It's not that I don't see that it's a double standard, but that's just me. I don't like being asked personal questions at all, or like questions about my personal life. Even with my pink hair, it's pink, yeah? Let's move now.
And then what?
And then what? Let's move, yeah? But yeah, that's just it. So I think because of that as well, I wouldn't invite people now to ask me questions. Oh, who is he? Where is he from? What does he do? What? I'd get so upset.
Yeah.
I'd get so annoyed. So, yeah.
No, it's a no for you until
Nah.
look when I'm waiting pictures.
I the way I'm so private, maybe even not.
Hectic.
With regards to romantic relationships, I don't know. I don't even see myself posting my kid. If I do, guys, don't pull this up in the archives.
And be like, you
You
said.
know, I could change my mind. Things could change, but as it stands now, I don't see myself ever posting anything like that. No. Yeah. Anyway.
Tick.
Yeah, that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, I'll finish my makeup off air. Thank you so much for tuning in and loving us here at the Conversation Capital. If you aren't a part of the family yet, why not? Like, share, subscribe. Leave your comment in the comment box. Let us know, would you post your baby lava thing? Would you let the whole world know that you're in a relationship and you're in love and you're enjoying it, even if it's just for now? Or you're saying, no, Ursh, I'm going to reserve that for marriage? Or you like me and you're saying, probably even in marriage, because men will embarrass you. They're an embarrassment. So let us know in the comment section. And like I said, as well, make sure that you share on your WhatsApp post, Instagram. Share and show us love as we love you too. Goodbye and God bless.